Guys, something incredible has been figured out. I mean, incredible, like insane, like the craziest bit of info that we may get ever on this channel. This is the biggest thing that could be happening to not only Cube Defense, but this channel, other channels. This is gonna be big. I'm gonna tell you exactly why the Cube Defense community may be exploding and what games are actually going to be in the Egg Hunt event, or most likely. We're going to talk about that very soon. But before we do that, you know what I gotta do. I gotta tell you guys that you gotta subscribe. You don't have to, that's your choice, not mine, but it's free and it helps me out, helps the channel out, helps us grow, you know, all that awesome stuff. Feel free to consider doing that down below and hit the bell if you want to get notifications every time that I put out a new video. But now that I've done that epic intro and all that stuff, because you definitely listen to that and hit that bell, right? Yeah, right? We have to talk about the title of the video. The title of the video, Cube Defense is going to be in the Cube Quest event. Well, that's what it says, or at least it kind of says probably. Again, yes, it's not definite. There's no definite, well, 100%, oh, it's happening. Oh, no, there's no 100%. But it's very likely that actually a lot of these games that I know about is going to be in this Egg Hunt. There's a lot of evidence supporting this. The first real bit of evidence is just the badge itself. We're talking about Cube Defense's badge here. A little while ago, it was revealed that this badge was a new badge added to Cube Defense. The thing about this badge is it was created January 20th. While this isn't the craziest thing ever at first, do note that developers got sent emails on January 20th being told whether or not they were going to be in the Egg Hunt event. Coincidence? Well, possible, but unlikely. Let's talk about why. The first reason why this is highly unlikely is let's look at some other games here that we have found that have mystery badges. If you look at these games, you'll notice that their badges are being added on the 20th or sometime just after the 20th. The ones that I show you here are either the 20th or the 22nd. There may be more, but they're all right around January 20th. So this is already pretty suspicious. The second thing, these are all mystery badges. Almost all of them like don't tell you what's actually coming, except for one of them. One of them is just blatantly obvious. Oh, it's the Easter egg badge. Okay, so I guess it's pretty blatantly stating that this badge here is going to be the Egg Hunt reward badge. So we already have a pretty direct connection right there off of this game alone. But again, a lot of these badges are being added around January 20th. So Cube is not the only game to get a random mystery badge on the 20th of January. It's one of many. But that's not the only evidence supporting this. There is a list out there. It's a leaked list, kind of. My resource has given me a large amount of games that will be in the Egg Hunt, or at least most likely in the Egg Hunt. It's very highly theorized that these are going to be in the Egg Hunt due to a lot of evidence, including assets and badges, all that stuff. Cube Defense is one of those games in that list, along with every other game that we found that had a badge in them. We looked at these games that were on that list and we found a good amount of them to have mystery badges. Not all of them, no. A lot of the smaller games did. The big ones haven't revealed their badges yet if they do have them, but that's pretty sensible considering that they're going to get more notice if they have a larger community. So the bigger games are hiding their badges a lot more, but the smaller games, they're just showing it that they've got a new badge, and one of them just blatantly tells us it's the Egg Hunt badge. So we've already know pretty clearly that at least that game is going to be in the Egg Hunt, and guess what? It's just one of many of the games in that list. So it's looking very, very likely, actually, that Cube Defense, along with many of these other games, which if you want to look at that list, you can pause the screen now if you want to read them. But these are the games that we think are going to be in the Egg Hunt event. So there's your leak right there for all you guys that were interested just purely about the Egg Hunt. That's pretty massive, pretty crazy. Cube Defense is in there. That's what I'm really excited about is, I mean, all out is just the Cube Defense part. The Cube Defense is in here. That's going to be major, and I'm about to tell you guys why. But before I go there, I'm just going to go ahead and give the disclaimer. We're moving off of just the general Egg Hunt information. But if you are leaving, before you go, could you please consider hitting the like button, maybe? You could. You don't have to, though. It's your choice. But, yeah, we're talking just about Cube Defense from now on. So you can go ahead and leave if you are uninterested in just general Cube Defense information. All right. Are my true gamers still with me? Perfect. Let's get on to the Cube Defense info. Well, what I'm going to be doing here is a lot of theoretical stuff. A lot of the evidence that I provided you guys earlier is actually solid and undeniable. The only one that is got ifs to it is that list. That list isn't 100% certain. We don't know that it is 100% true. However, from the evidence we're seeing, it's actually highly likely that it is true. The reason it's such a big deal is, if you can't tell already, it's gonna bring Cube so many new players. Consider the fact that you're gonna have Roblox sponsor an event with Cube Defense in it. They're sponsoring Cube Defense basically. So boom, the amount of players that are going to want to join this game to get this limited time egg is going to be massive. I mean massive. There's going to be a ton of people, especially if it's a good egg. Let's hope Crimson made a good egg before he went offline. That is going to be very, very, very big influence for people to join this game, and that means we're gonna have a ton of new people that are playing the game, a whole load of people that are involved and want to play Cube Defense. Now, a lot of them probably won't stick around, but they may, and it's on the developers to make sure that they are entertaining their new players. And I'm going to get back into that later, but there's some things we need to discuss about Red Guy and Crimson inviting new players into this game. If we were to get a really, really good amount of new players, expect the player count to skyrocket. This is the first and most obvious change. The player count is going to massively increase. It's going to be like Mount Everest on a line graph compared to like how the player list has been previously. Just imagine it going right out of the roof. And we're going to have a ton of new people interested in this game, especially those that play tower defense games. This will introduce them to this game, and there's a much higher chance that they will actually stick around. It's going to make not only the player count increase, it's going to increase the size of the community. And by community, I mean the inner group of people that are very well involved with the things that happen inside the Cube Defense area, I guess. That following is going to skyrocket as well, as long as the developers do a good job introducing players. And that means that we're going to see things like the Discord massively skyrocket. The group, the numbers, they're going to have so many new people. And it's really important that the people that are already here are very welcoming. For one, I'm relying on you guys that are community members to make sure that you're very, very inviting to these new people. It's going to be very important that you guys are there to help out these new characters, as I'm going to explain a bit further as to why. But it is very, very important that you're welcoming and nice and generous to these guys so you can help bring Cube Defense higher up on that player count list. Not only will just the amount of people be in there, it'll change how the Discord itself works. If you guys don't know about the Discord, it's just a social group most of the community hangs out in, is in the Discord. I'm on there actually pretty regularly, and if we were to get a massive increase in players, I'm expecting that Discord to very much explode. It's going to be a bit scary if it does happen. It's going to be very scary to see a ton of people in the Discord, but it's also going to be exciting. In my opinion, it's going to be epic to see a ton of new people in the Discord. It means we're going to have a bunch of new groups of people, subgroups, all that stuff. It's going to be pretty cool. I don't know, some people may not like it. I think it'd be epic to have a lot of new people in the Discord. We'll see what happens about that, but I'm hoping we see some pretty big increases in Discord counts and stuff like that. But we'll just have to wait and see. These new players that are playing the game will also help us in the long run, because not only is it going to give us a higher chance of being on the games tab, it's also going to have players inviting other players to join this game. We're going to have a lot more voices promoting our game because we're going to have a lot more people playing it. And not only small voices too, we're going to see massive YouTubers playing this game because of the egg hunt. We're going to see people like Dieter Plays and maybe Creekcraft, those guys, the big ones. They're going to be playing this game, which I can't wait to see. That's probably one of the things I'm most excited about, is just seeing these big YouTubers playing this little game that I've been playing for so long. That is going to be one of my favorite moments of this event if it does happen. It will be watching them play this game. Their voices will be massive in improving and helping share our community in this game. It's going to be pretty cool, and I hope those content creators also bring in new people, because they will bring in a ton of growth. If you do not know, having an influencer in a game is massive, and I really hope that this does make a difference. Finally, and also I have to include my own channel in this, along with other Cube Defense YouTubers. We're gonna see our own channels like basically explode. If Cube Defense is in the egg hunt, I highly expect my channel subscriber count to go up to such a high degree. I mean, I honestly expect it to go way up there, not gonna lie. I'm really excited to see that. I hope you guys are too, but it's gonna really help out the channel, help out interest. I don't know how many subscribers I'm gonna get, how many views I'm gonna get, but I'm expecting it to go up a ton, like a ton. It'll also have an influence on Red Guy and Crimson's incomes, which is going to be pretty nice for them. It's well deserved of them. Speaking of Crimson, a lot of you may be worried considering that he has been offline for a while. Well, I wouldn't worry too much. I know he was gone. He's going to be gone. I don't know exactly how long, but we do know it's probably pretty sure that he was able to prepare for this because developers were told January 20th, a long time before Crimson ever left. So Crimson had plenty of time to prepare. I would be highly surprised if there are any problems involving Crimson being gone. Don't worry too much if Crimson does not return before this event, because I'm quite sure that they will be prepared one way or another for this to happen. So I'm telling you guys that there was a big problem, right? I kind of was leaning on that there was something that was a bit of a problem coming. And this problem actually has to do with the new players, as I just said. This is a really big problem because whenever you first join a game, you get your towers, you equip them, you go into an easy game, you play your easy game, you lose more than likely you're going to lose your first game. You come out, you got about 200, maybe a little bit more of your gold. I don't know, more or less. It just depends on how far you get. As long as you don't win, of course. You go back to the tower shop like the instruction area points to you to show you all the crazy stuff that you can buy. Well, you come in here and it's like, yeah, you can get stuff whenever your next level. And you come over to Bubble Tower and think, ooh, can I buy this? No, it's 500 gold. How long did it take you to go through one game? Well, that could take around 15 to 20 minutes. Now, again, you've got like around 200 gold. It's taking you 15 to 20 minutes to get yourself 200 gold, and you need 500 for this bubble tower. Let's do some math here. How many games does it take us to get more than 500 gold? Well, that would be three games to get us more than 500 gold. Let's go here and take 20 minutes multiplied by 3. That's 60 minutes, guys. That is an hour to get more than 500 gold to unlock your first tower. That's a problem. That's a really big problem. That is horribly discouraging to new players. Like, that is really bad. What new player is willing to play a game for a full hour before they can unlock new content? Nobody's gonna do that. Nobody in their right mind will want to play this game for a full hour to unlock one stinking low-level tower. That is like the worst encouragement ever, and that is so not welcoming to new players. You want more statistics to show how bad this is? Let's look at two badges, the Welcome to Cube Defense badge and the Easy Mode Victory badge. Now, the Welcome to Cube Defense badge is actually a bit weird. It seems like it's not being given out to all players. For those that actually get this badge, it varies in the amount of people you get. As of yesterday, around 2,750 people got the badge. We're gonna go ahead and round down to 2,500 to put this in better odds. Now we're gonna go down to the Easy Mode Victory and look at how many players got the badge yesterday as well, and only 500 did. Well, if we divide 500 by 2,500, we get 20%. So that's 20% of people that are beating easy mode. That's a massive amount of people you're losing off of their first game that never get to beat their first game. That is horrible. That is horrible. That is 80% of your new community is not willing to stick around to beat the easiest mode. They're not willing to go through long enough to beat their easiest mode. If 80% is not big enough to you, also note this is 1 in 5. It could be 1 in 6 or worse. That is a massive amount of your people. 80% of your people. That is horrible. I'm sorry, Red. I'm speaking directly to you, man. This is bad. This is really bad. This is really, really, really bad. I don't know how that compares to some other games. I actually looked and I could not find any other games that had badges of similar meaning. could not find a welcome badge in almost any other tower defense game out there on the platform. So I really don't have a good comparison of another game compared to Cube on the amount of new players that stick around. However, it's still not great. It's not great. 80% is still a bad amount, and I feel like this could be improved significantly. I feel like a big improvement to this, one way or another, would be to make it a lot easier for new players to get new towers. It is really important that new players can purchase stuff, and whenever they can't purchase something for an hour, it's pretty bad. So I'm really hoping here that Red Guy or Crimson or even Dirt make some sort of adjustment here, because this is pretty bad. This is pretty bad. So guys, back on track here. I hope you all are very excited for the Easter event coming very soon, which most likely there's a very high chance the Cube Defense will be included in. Again, very big hype there, one way or another. I'm still very excited. I really hope that the developers make a few changes beforehand to make it more welcoming to new players. But besides that point, guys, and even if they don't, make sure you're very, very welcoming to new players. I mean, especially if they don't, because then these new players are going to struggle to get new towers. So make sure you guys are being welcoming to new people, and hopefully we can see this community explode. But again, that's all on how well the developers invite people into their community and how well the community welcomes these new players. So guys, it's all on you this time, okay? It's all on you guys. So hopefully you all did enjoy. Make sure to consider hitting that like button if you did enjoy. You don't have to, but if you enjoyed, it'd be nice of you to beat the YouTube algorithm, you know. Comment down below about what you think about Cube Defense possibly being put in this year's egg hunt. I'm pretty excited, I'm not gonna lie. Hopefully you guys are too. Again, put your comments down below on what you think. And yeah, thank you everyone so much for watching. Have a good day, everybody. Thank you for watching to the end, and I will see you all in the next video. Goodbye, everybody.